Today, we return back to Fortnite Battle Royale to talk about another creepy sighting / creepypasta, potentially something that is in the game right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're new to the channel, I urge you all to subscribe now so you don't get left behind. And well, all the rest of the people here on the channel are gonna ask you if you're not subscribed. Are you good, dude? Subscribe now. Enable post notification by ringing the bell, making it go ding, because enable and post notifications allow you guys to get the video, everything of relating sort. But today, we're returning back to Battle Royale Fortnite, to be exact. And a player that is very, very terrifying that people have been encountering very recently, actually, in abundance. And they have actually been encountering this player quite often. And you should leave the game if you encounter this player. So guys, strap in, grab whatever you may need, soda, popcorn, everything of relating sorts. And let's talk about this weird entity player. Now, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen my previous videos, I've actually done a lot of videos in regards to creepypastas and scary Fortnite settings, stories and things of relating sort. Got a whole playlist for them, so pause this one, go watch those, and then come back and you may be a little bit more indulged in the ways of creepypastas and everything that is odd surrounding Fortnite. But this one is much more than just potentially a creepypasta that could be a fake or real story. This is real. This is something people have been experiencing. So leave the game if you encounter this Fortnite player. Where do we begin here? Well, allow me to say Fortnite is a very, very much so evolving game, very competitive. And I remember playing Fortnite upon the days of its early release, and well, that was when it was the worst time to play it because it was full of hackers, guys. If any of you guys played Fortnite in the early days, you know that you couldn't really do anything without people hacking. Headshot, headshot, headshot. Across the map with a sniper. Totally impossible shot. Now, I'm not saying getting a headshot 200 meters away is impossible. But what I am saying, when you're doing it back to back to back through hills, through walls, it doesn't really make any sense. And well, there was a lot of hackers that kind of invaded the game in its early days, and with that problem, it definitely created a lot of issues. It created tons of issues, actually. And from that be the case, we constantly had to configure, like, where do we go? How do we fix this? And Epic Games really worked hard on a day-to-day basis to patch this up, create a report feature. And now, even to this day, we still can encounter hackers, but it's very, very rare, and it doesn't happen on an ongoing basis and a consecutive basis like it once did, which is brilliant, shall I say. And I'm so happy that the game is a lot more fluid. But this gets me to my point, saying about leave the game if you ever encounter a hacker, because it's going to ruin your play experience, but report them before you leave. Now, there is said to be, I talked about the null entity, right? Now, if you guys don't know, I'll fill you in very quickly. The null entity is basically like an all-black character, supposedly said to have white eyes, perhaps a glitch in the Fortnite game files. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but some people have said and claimed that they have encountered an entity that is all black like Null. If you guys have played Minecraft, you probably are more familiar with Null. All black character, white eyes, very creepy, very disorientated, and pretty much just like a glitch completely, right? Well, many people have been claiming that they've encountered that entity, that they're encountering other strange entities and things of relating sort with Fortnite. And of course, the scare around Fortnite is slowly kind of, well, escalating. Now, I get to the point and I say that there is now potentially like characters that you can't even see that will kill you. People are reporting that they are finding players in their game that are completely invisible, killing them with no trace around. And the problem is, how do you report an invisible player, a player that is not even said to be really there? This creates a problem. If it is supposedly a hacker, how can we report this player if we cannot see him or see his name tag? By no means, because he's invisible. What good is winning the game if no one knows who won the game? Makes you ask the question, why would they even bother with hacking in the first place? Maybe just to make the game a little bit of misfortune compared to other players, to perhaps make them a little angry. I'm not exactly sure. But what if this isn't just a hacker? What if it's an invisible ghost that is said to be killing these players in odd ways? Glitches in the game files, guys. Fortnite is full of glitches and odd glitches that we never could have ever comprehended. For example, and very odd that it is, think of it like this, guys. St. Patrick's Day. All right, leprechauns, everything relating sort, right? Well, during Fortnite, some players encountered smaller players that looked like leprechauns. What does this mean? This means there was other players that took on the resemblance of that of a smaller version of a player, which, as you can imagine, made their hitbox and made it harder to kill them. Epic Games responded and said, well, this was just a mere coincidence. This is just, it's ironically a coincidence that this appeared on St. Patrick's Day, and all of it is a big coincidence. Okay, sure, we'll let that one slide. But that goes to say some of the glitches and things that occur in Fortnite is very, very unorthodox. Very odd at times, and it has the most perfect timing, shall I say. It just sparks a lot of question. So, with the appearance of Null, an all-black entity that is said to haunt you and constantly follow you, and people are already reporting that they hear creepy sounds and footsteps throughout not Minecraft, but Fortnite, we see from time to time, even major players, they're starting to hear very odd sounds that just don't make any sense while playing Fortnite, and it creates this eerie vibe, and it puts them on edge a little bit. They try to throw it off and not think much about it, but still, it is there, and it appears from time to time, and it is odd without a doubt. So the invisible player that people are now encountering is very, very creepy because, guys, this player is invisible. There's no resemblance of him. There's no way to find him. Like, people are just dying out of like, they're just walking, looting, going about their business, and dying out of nowhere by another player that seems to be hitting them, shooting them, but they can't see them. They're nowhere. This could go back to all the way to the first creepypasta that I originated with, and I discussed about the ghost girl. There are certain places on the map that you can potentially encounter this ghost girl and hear very, very like a girl crying. And multiple times throughout Fortnite, people hear like footsteps are behind them. Are we pinpointing something down? Are we getting down to something that could be more reasonable of an explanation? Maybe it's just a sound glitch. Maybe it's just a glitch entirely that is occurring on a very rare basis because, guys, Fortnite is played by millions of players on a daily basis. This could only mean that there could be major glitches or glitches that just work their way in the oddest of ways via the coding and so many different variables. To this, I say it is not impossible for people just to be dying randomly by what they believe to be an invisible player. Perhaps another player didn't load incorrectly. I would say if you have any of these weird experiences or you hear footsteps behind you, you look behind you, you don't see nothing there, I would say the best thing to do is just leave the game and join a new game and try not to worry about it as if it's not really something that should be designated as a haunting or anything entirely. But the whole ghost girl thing and actually spotting the ghost girl off in the distance, that is terrifying. And I could have swore I saw that myself as well. So there definitely is a little bit of some creepy vibes around Fortnite that I cannot explain myself that we are trying to get down to the bottom of and figure out and entirely. And that's what we're working towards every day, guys. And I do promise you that. But here on this channel, we cover creepypastas. We investigate theories, everything of sorts. And today I wanted to talk about the invisible ghost player that is said to be killing people unexpectedly in the most oddest of ways. And my response to that is, guys, just leave the game if you encounter this player and do not worry about it. With that aside, if you had any weird experiences in Fortnite or encountered anything in the game that just didn't really make sense, that was creepy, eerie, maybe something that is a theory that you guys have in general, post it in the comment section below and it may just make the cut as the next video. As you guys know, from time to time, I do like to throw a wild card in and I like to upload a Fortnite video as my primary upload schedule, mainly bases on around in Minecraft. I like to talk about theories, creepypastas, scary stuff of that sort. I like to investigate. I'm an investigator. And that's just what I do. So now you know. So with that aside, guys, thanks so much for all the love and support on the channel. As always, I do urge that you hit that like button. I don't know if I said like the video, but it is so important. And I know saying like the video at the end of the video really isn't beneficial at all because a lot of people don't even make it to the end of the video. When they know that you're ending the video, they just cut off the video. Either way, if you're one of those rare individuals that did make it this far and is listening, please do like the video. It helps with YouTube's algorithm in promoting the video and also lets me know you want to see more Fortnite. Because, guys, if these Fortnite videos don't get a lot of likes, they're just not going to make the cut. I love Fortnite with burning passion, but I want to make sure that I can deliver videos that are watched, that you guys enjoy, because what's the point in uploading videos you guys don't enjoy? Some YouTubers do it. I don't. I want to give back to the people in the most and highest way that I can. That's what I'm here to do. To entertain you guys and put a smile on your face. Or kind of creep you guys out, because that's what I end up doing because we investigate creepy stuff. But either way, guys, Have a nice day. Enjoy your life. Everything of relating sort. Do what you love and don't let anybody tell you anything. If you want to do this or that, go freaking do it, dude, and enjoy yourself. All right, guys. Have a nice day, and I will see you all in the next one.